Okay, you guys, here's another hot video. You guys really want to pay attention to this trading week. Last week, let me go back over the results first so that you guys can know that. And again, you can always go to our website right here, superezforex.com. Click on join our signals group, and then you'll get to this link and you'll see right here, you'll be able to know week by week what our results were. Started doing that at the beginning of the year so you can see the results, but look at this. It's like, man, last week was 14-1 on the signal side and 6,000 pips in the live session. On the signal side this week was 13-0, so Mr. Elvis was completely with no losses. And in Miss Jenny's class, they did over 1,200 pips in the live session. So again, if you want to join, make sure to just go there. And she's still running the $1,000 challenge giveaway, okay? But let's get to this report right here. This is going to be critically important. Gee, to the whiz. CAD is going to come out with their inflation numbers, and I've taught you guys already that the inflation numbers, the inflation reports is what drive interest rates. Okay, I'll say it again. Inflation reports is what drives the interest rates. The higher the inflation, the more they have to raise the interest rates to knock it down. The lower the inflation, the lower the interest rates. Okay, that's simple to understand. As you can see over here under my category, and I need to switch that to red, red, red so you guys can really see it. These are events that I don't like a whole lot because they cause too much spiking in the markets, okay? And that is the CPI, that's the UNI, the, customer price index, that's what I prefer to call it. You, the customer, how much extra are you paying, okay? That's your personal inflation, okay? Consumer price index. We're the consumers, okay? Then you have non-farm payroll. And then you also have inflation numbers. Then you have inflation numbers that come out. And then you have your interest rates. Okay, so the two top ones out of all four of these will always be the inflation numbers and your interest rate report. Okay, and as you can see, this week it's loaded with them. Loaded. So on Tuesday, you got CAD coming out with their inflation report. Then the GBP, Great British Pound, is coming out with theirs on Wednesday. Then on Wednesday, you also have the Big Kahuna, which is this one, the big one, which is the US, is coming out with their inflation rate, interest rate report, which is going to be huge. Okay. Then you have the pound coming back out again on the same day, not only with their inflation numbers, but also their interest rate. So in my opinion, it would be a great day to kind of shy away from this if you're not familiar with how to trade news events. So the Great British Pound, or the pound, the dollar, those two I would be very skeptical. On Thursday, I would be very skeptical about trading the yen, the Japanese yen, because it's coming out with both of its reports on the same day. Here's the good part. I like that they're reporting on the same day on some of these now instead of spreading it out. So it's good that they're doing that to get it out of the way. But either way it goes, it is what it is. So the point is, these are the ones you want to pay attention to on this week. Now, one thing that I posted up and I showed you guys in our group for those who already have the Ocean Wave system, and thank you guys for who purchased it. It's just dominating the market. It made everything easy. I showed you guys some live trades where when we went back over the news event from last week, we were able to see that it barely even made a blip. It pulled it down, but then it resumed right back into the trend. So if you don't have the Ocean Wave system, I recommend to get that because it'll make trading news events much, much easier if you like doing that stuff, because you'll notice how the markets will react. And even if it does a sharp pullback, it tends to get itself right back up into the trend over time. Okay, but if you're really brand new to trading, and I strongly suggest on these days and with these pairs, just stay away from trading. It'll be much, much safer for you because it can be a firestorm that hits your account if you're not clear on what's going on. Okay, so that's the wrap up for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Cha-ching, cha-ching.